board members.
Jameson. play, just over a minute here in the first. On the court for Indiana, we've got Jay, and it's Blackwell in at the 2. They get it back, and there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. Here's Jay. And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a three-point play. The unmistakable feel of the first day, Clark, of the NBA regular season. A game each of these teams and us as broadcasters have been waiting for a long time.
No doubt about it, Kevin. And the excitement you feel as a broadcaster, but even more so as a player, is something you have to temper down, especially if you're on the court. I mean, you don't want to have your adrenaline and excitement affect your focus. So you focus on the work that's going into getting ready for the season, and then
Celtics leading by 4 on the court for Indiana. We've got Jay, and it's Blackwell in at the 2-guard spot, and basket by Jay.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
you know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And a close game like this, you've got to dig deep and just find a way to make things happen.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
And one thing that stands out about this Celtics unit, their defensive abilities, that they've got a lot of skill on that end.
Here's Jay. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Detroit.
They are making it rain from the three-point land right now. And the coaching staff continues to encourage them to let it fly.
And they're also really getting it done at the free throw line. They've earned a lot of good calls and are making the most of every trip they get to the line tonight.
On the court for the Pacers. 6 on the shot clock. And it's in there. He has 45 points.
Defensively, they've had no answer for him this period. And he continues to stay aggressive.
From 13. Got it.
He had
We know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Oh, you know, guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times, but you really just try to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
On the court for Atlanta, we've got Harvey, and it's Wesley in at the center. Adrian passes to Harvey. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Wow, facing a huge size disadvantage, he goes fearless to the rack. Great athleticism and body control.
Passes it to Jay. Isn't it great? The NBA is becoming a global product. More games are scheduled overseas. Doris, any locations you'd like to go to call a game? Maybe you and I could do a game in the Bahamas. How does that sound?
I love it, Kevin. If they're tipping it up, I'd love to be there. And think about it, beyond the travel and the opportunity to see the world, the opportunity to
about great footwork for post players, but how about perimeter players?
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, B.A. Great perimeter players have elite footwork. The footwork helps to create the opportunity to score, whether that's shooting a three off the dribble or even in the post-up. Great, elite, fantastic, iconic guards who can do it all have superior footwork. Believe that.
And the Pacers looking at who they've got.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Here's Jay driving inside, and the layup is good. 17 points in the game.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Brooklyn with the ball. Following the bucket by the Pacers. Vincent grabs a miss. Vincent's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Jay. He's got it. His ninth make out of 15 tries.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
And this is exactly what you love to see. Up big, not letting up, keep on applying pressure to their defense.
Now here's Griffin. 11 points in the game.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
You aren't exaggerating. You don't get to 20 rebounds without having a special talent for grabbing misses.
So for Toronto right now, and it's Leonard in at the 4 spot. Pass to Newton. Here's the 3. That shot off, and Indiana will come the other way. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
Now here is Hamilton with a 24-point outing in their last game against Chicago.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off him.
This state of Indiana, Clark, they are crazy about the game of basketball, aren't they?
Yeah, hoops is part of the DNA of the Hoosier State.
Wheeler, the pass to Hamilton. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the way up. Hamilton's got his second bucket of the night.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose.
Dunkers out there. Some players make sure they don't end up on too many posters. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Indiana?
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And results have been outstanding.
I think the other thing they've done exceptionally well tonight is shoot the mid-range and take advantage of those opportunities. Anytime they're given a look, they have delivered.
Pass to the monster. 6 to shoot. Misses off the left iron.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
And for Brooklyn, Jay, he takes it in, and he jams it home with authority.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
1:33 left to play in the fourth. And for Indiana. There's the triple. Sinks it from distance. 22 points for him.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Pacers.
Here's Jay. Really played well against Brooklyn in his last outing. And that one, good. And at this point of the season, Greg, many coaches still are maneuvering their lineups, trying to find the right formula.
Yeah, especially the younger team. There's no real established pecking order, and guys can be wildly inconsistent from night to night.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. We've got Jay, and it's Poole in at the 4 spot. Jay. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. And Randolph now top of the key. Rockets 6. And Randolph sends it in.
I mean, he's just making the D look foolish. I mean, that was one heck of a move to get himself the space he needed to operate.
And how about the slam to finish it off? Not too shabby either. Now, here's Teague. His last outing, 16 points for him. Back to Miller. Fires for 3. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Good on the second free throw. And he nails the third. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Jay. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Jay's got a gut 6.
And I have no clue how he got that one to fall, pulling some magic in the midair and torturing the defense in the process.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
Here's Jay. He has 6. Tries again. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now, here's Randolph. Pass to Teague. There's the triple. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. The Pacers have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Here's Jay. It's in, and he's a very efficient. Indiana leading by 9. We've got Rogers, and it's Miller in at the set, filling out the middle. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
Big miscommunication. on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Now here's Teague. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. Just 3 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Rogers can't make the basket.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Jay. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Jay's got the lead up to 13 now for the Pacers. Cleveland's gone 0-2 from deep in the second. Passes it to Rogers. Outside Teague. Good on the triple. Teague's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic. They might start using him a little bit more sparingly with 3 fouls already before the half.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Jay, and he can't bank that one in. The Cavaliers trail by 10. It's Roy on the wing. Miller, the pass to Rogers. Cleveland moving the ball around. Outside for Roy. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Randolph. They get it back. Teague left side. And it's off from three-point range. Indiana leading by 10. Second quarter play with almost 3 minutes gone.
Nice finish. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Here's Jay on the money from 12 feet away. Jay's got 8 points here in this quarter. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Pacers. Pass to Rogers. Timeout called. Cleveland. This game against Indiana, the first time they've met this year.
Yeah, and they came out with a W every time they played this squad last year. A stark contrast drawn between the conference's haves and have-nots.
So it's the Cavaliers now. It's a 14-point game. Randolph can't hit.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Jay misses. Cleveland's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. From the arc, and Randolph with the basket on the assist by Teague. Randolph's got 12.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. So it's the Cavaliers now. Following the score by... Here's Jay. Valentine's checked in for Cleveland. And stolen by Miller. Oh, and here we go now with Miller. Nobody back. And so in the game for the Pacers. We've got Jay, and it's Terrell in at the 2-guard spot.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
And as soon as they got the steal, it was off to the races. This is the aggressive mindset that the coaching staff encourages them to maintain.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Pacers.
their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jay.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
And Cleveland making a change here. Chandler's checked in. Frazier scanning the floor. And the pass to Chandler for the 3. Pacers with the rebound. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Here's Jay.